Gonna change the world.
I'm gonna change the world. I am.
With my
Hockey stick. Going to. We are
Gonna
already.
make
Already
a
have.
real difference.
Keep changing
Feed
it.
the poor and heal.
No, we're gonna change it.
Keep changing
I
it.
always change because every day, what do we do when we wake up? We change into our
In our clothes, yeah. That's what I was gonna
Looking
say.
for change in my pocket.
Change.
Oh,
Yeah, I've been changing my daily routine.
Oh, have
Talk about
you?
change?
I
Yeah.
would love to know more about
Up
that.
before 8 a.m. for the past 2 days in a row.
Woo.
9
it only
a.m.
takes
gym
2 days to
session.
start a tradition.
21 days.
Seriously.
21 days.
Hold on, Chip. I got a question for you first.
Yo.
Same question I asked Hayden on the last pod. You weren't here. As a kid, did you ever torture bugs?
No, I was never.
No.
I didn't torture bugs.
You didn't?
Are you a weirdo like that? You tortured bugs? Like,
Well, not torture.
should I put you on a CIA list right now? Because that's like they know what they say.
You never
They know
like.
what they say about kids who do that.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Turn into serial killers. So let's just. Jer might be a
So
serial.
segue there. Mason was torturing bugs.
Was Mason torturing bugs?
Well, there's,
Oh, I don't trust Mason.
there's a line of ants out there, and he looks at them for a bit, and he stares at them, and then you never got the magnifying glass and just melted one of them.
Oh my gosh, is
No.
that what your kid's doing? Is that,
No, I did that, but Mason didn't.
Mason did it?
Yeah. No.
That's what I'm saying. Is that what your kid's doing?
Yeah, like he takes the water and he
I know,
sprays. it on-
Jer, you immediately go to him and say, "Have empathy for that creature. That's you."
Well, no, I know that's what adults do. I'm just saying when you were a kid.
No,
You were.
well, that's what I'm saying. You got to train your kid to
Yeah.
not do that
That's what I'm saying.
because, like, now
But you were just born.
everyone should just be a little bit more cautious when coming over to Jer's house and letting your kids come over here. 'Cause
I was just checking to
there could
see
be
if
some
it's
animal torturing happening at.
No,
the-
no, not animals. You just the little insects.
They are animals as well.
You didn't.
They're alive.
Wait, you
He's
did.
alive.
You're telling me you never tied a hair to a
I think
fly's.
the worst thing, I couldn't even fish with a worm.
You're not even
bro.
answering the question.
I couldn't
Oh,
even
okay.
fish with a worm, bro. Okay, I wouldn't even use live bait when I fished.
Okay. That sums it all.
The
up.
worst thing I ever did was catch a toad and it peed on me, then I put it back down.
Ah,
Okay,
you animal.
I
you
know. I was
animal.
never. I never.
You're such a kind soul.
This is a story though from yesterday. This is a very sad
From
story. Actually,
yesteryear.
it's not even funny.
Okay.
I went golfing with my pops.
Yep.
And my dad always likes to give me like tips on turn your right hand over. Oh,
Yeah.
your chin, keep your chin down. So my swing's not horrible. It's not great, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the middle of a swing change right now. So I'm trying to come in, shallow the face a little bit more, hit a little bit of a draw, but right now everything's coming over the top. I'm slicing it into the woods.
Mhm.
Not in the woods, but I'm not that bad. But for this shot, I topped one and it burned along the ground.
Ooh.
And my dad goes, "Keep your chin down. Your chin came up."
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what does he do
What
next?
does my chin have to do with
So
the ball,
what does
Dad?
he do next shot? He takes out what is it, like a 5-wood?
Yeah.
And just immediately after I topped one and sent one right on the ground, what does he do?
Same
Stops it.
thing.
He tops this thing and there's a seagull sitting on the ground, like probably 50 feet of. He burns this thing right at the seagull. Just immediately
You smoke it?
smokes the seagull.
Feathers everywhere.
Feathers. It was traumatic. It was
Oh.
traumatic, and we couldn't finish the hole. We had to make it out to the.
Did you give the seagull CCR?
Well, his buddy
yeah.
was flying around. We didn't even end up finishing a hole. We had to skip a hole just to
Oh,
out a tribute to the bird. But
You were
it was just like
traumatized.
he goes, "Keep your chin down." Then what does he do? Next shot, he stings one along the ground. Most traumatizing golf hole I've ever played in my life. And there's his seagull friends doing a little circle around. I
my
couldn't even.
gosh.
It was horrible.
Did
It
you
was
call a medic?
horrible.
Did you call
I go,
the
"Dad,
pro
keep your
shop?
chin down next time."
Mm.
No, but he felt terrible. We both felt terrible. I mean, we're not.
He did keep his
We're
chin
not.
Yeah, hard to have your
That's what
chin
I'm
up.
saying. I
down.
just
Yeah, he's
like,
like walking down
I
the.
like animals,
All right.
But you have to be willing. If you're gonna eat meat, you should have, no, don't be a coward and maybe, go out hunting, because if you're gonna eat meat, you should,
Fair.
know what it's like to take a life and how,
It's,
they're sacrificing their life for you. So it's a very spiritual thing, and I think
So talking about
one,
meat.
one last question.
Yeah.
Though. One last question.
so. No, I never tortured animals.
You never tie got your mom a long hair, like say it's like your mom's hair, and then you tie it around the leg of a fly,
I'm a saint, Jared.
and then you
What are
hold it
talking
and you
about?
watch the fly fly around, and it's like your
That's
pet.
terrible.
You never did that?
That's terrible.
It's hilarious.
I never did that. It's not hilarious.
It's just kind of funny.
I'm
I
gonna,
don't know. How did you
Hold
capture
on.
the fly and tie a hair around it without killing
that
it?
is
If-
that is serial killer behavior. That's what that is.
That's something that Shrek would do, you know?
That
like-
is something that we should maybe
But you're
put a
telling
little
me.
put a little watch at school. Like we watch this kid. He's tying up insects and playing with them like they're a pet.
But you'll take a fly swatter and just smack that thing dead.
Oh, mosquito. Yeah. Well, okay, that's different though.
Right? Yeah.
When
'cause
they're coming
Coming
to
at
try
you.
to kill you.
come on.
If you're trying to kill me, yeah, eye for an eye.
It's
You know what I mean?
self-defense.
Self-defense. If you're coming to sting me, and I'm
Why don't you gently cup it in your hands
but if
and
you
go,
just
go away, little friend?
like those horse flies, oh,
my-
those things.
yeah.
Those things are big. I saw one of those today. It's like the size of like a big
Oh, they're massive.
Deer fly.
Oh.
Deer fly.
horse fly. Deer
horse
fly,
flies.
same thing.
I think the
both
deer ones are
can-
smaller.
No, I thought the deer fly ones were bigger.
deer fly. It was a deer fly. It was
It was a freaking elephant
nasty.
fly.
It
See the
was
size of that
nasty.
thing. All right, so no, you never went through that stage. I
No,
did.
You went.
My
through-
brother did. Yeah.
Okay, well let's just
My brother's
everyone
normal.
listening to this,
Hmm?
just be on the lookout. Just be careful.
Okay. I think we got to
be
do a
careful.
poll. Did you ever like? Oh, I just thought it was things that kids did. Like
That was universal.
I had a day where we just got worms and like chucked it on anthills and watched the ants come and grab it. You know, we're just helping the food chain
Oh my
along.
Goodness.
It's a circle of life.
It is circle life, but damn,
Playing God though, I guess that's it.
heartless.
Heartless. No, now I'm good. Now
Now, would you do that now? Like,
No,
second time, would you
no,
do
no.
that now?
No, it's funny. That's the thing because
I don't even like want to kill a spider anymore.
No, I don't.
I literally
Yeah.
let them to crawl up my finger, and I just like,
Well, So that's Olivia. She's so kind. So she's 7, right? And she will like protect things at all costs. Even like there's an earwig in the house. Don't kill it, Dad. Don't. I'm like, okay, I'll catch this nice.
yeah.
Hey, little
I agree
earwig.
with Olivia.
Hey, I'll let you go. Right? She's very kind-hearted. Mason's out like filling the ants' home with water
Lava.
just to see. Yeah.
He's like, Dad, do you have any bleach?
Dad, do you have any napalm? Just like a small amount.
Kerosene
Hayden, did
and
you
a lighter.
ever experiment with
I answered this with
being
Jeremy
cruel
last
to
week.
animals?
I said that there was some accidental torture when I didn't really realize that you can't trap it like a toad or a
Yeah.
butterfly in a closed thing in the sun with no way to get.
Oh.
Like I was like, oh, my new friend, and then
He's my friend now.
yeah.
Where'd he go? Why isn't he moving?
I'm gonna name him
Start,
Flutter.
start flicking the jar.
Yeah, it was no, it was
Oh.
literally
Finding
like
Nemo.
burnt to a crisp.
We're gonna have to change his name to Crispy now, son. Oh.
Yeah, no.
No, he's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. That's what I
There's
say.
probably some things I've done that are.
So you're gonna be driving home and you're like, oh, there was that time
Oh, there's
in
definitely
grade 3.
some
There
time.
was that time in grade 3.
But it wasn't like nothing sticks out at me. Like I can't remember something I did
Yeah.
to an animal.
Erased it from your memory. It was that bad. No.
I'm not gonna say I haven't because I'm not gonna be that guy. But for the most part now,
No, now it's like I'm telling Mason, oh no, be kind.
Yeah,
Every-
Jared, I don't know.
Everything deserves to live. Be kind. Don't ruin that. No, it has a purpose on this earth, right? But then I'm like, sitting an hour later, I'm like, yeah, I did.
mosquitoes are the one where
Mosquitoes
it's on
deserve it.
site. It's on site. It's on site with a mosquito.
All right. Back to the morning routine.
Oh yeah.
We got your.
Oh yeah. I just been getting up before 8
8.
Yeah.
That's
before-
big.
it's big.
That's huge.
And like
Everyone listening to this that goes to work to start at 8 a.m.
They're
or
just
something
punching their radio on their
Or
vehicle.
they're like,
right now.
I literally am on the job site by 7.
Yeah.
2-hour drive.
I done that. I used to have to work, get up, and be there at 6 a.m.
Yeah, we came from the
on
blue collar
dot.
background.
I've been there. Don't worry. I've
I
done
had
that.
I had the golf course. I was mowing I was cutting the greens at 5.
I trimmed. I was working the trimmer all for like
Oh.
4 summers in a row.
Yep.
6 a.m.
Oh, the weed whipper.
That's kind
at
of
the golf course.
therapeutic, though.
It's
Grass
I'd have my
cutting.
headphones on.
the trimmer ain't when the thing your
Oh.
back's gone because you've been
Yeah.
hell and it's what 30 degrees sunny out
Yeesh.
every day of the summer and you're sweating like an animal going all the way around the soccer field. And then I had to no, you guys have never done this. Lining a soccer field in the beating hot
Oh, in the
sun
hot sun.
at noon.
No, noon.
The whole
sucks,
with the spray can and the thing you gotta push like and my lines were so bad. But no one else could do the lines because everyone was like, I wasn't amazing at it, but at least I could kind of go straight. And like you're like, zzz, like it was kind of fun. The first like spray at 7:30 a.m. was fun, But when you're on the fourth soccer field
Ah,
and it's noon now, and this thing is so heavy and I'm burnt to a crisp. I got my
should have brought a little umbrella.
I got my
with
mom made me a ham sandwich with cheese that I just obliterate at 11, and I got nothing to eat at noon.
you.
Yeah, no, I worked that job. I also framed houses for 4 months.
There you go, blue
I
collar.
was a framer,
My-
and I, worked
One of us.
Yeah.
One of us.
a painter as well. And I bet you guys have never done this. Put on a Ted costume and waved a sign on Bayfield Street.
You were a sign waiver.
In first job ever, grade 10.
So you have a
Ah.
background in sales.
I was waving a sign on the side of Bayfield Street, the busiest street in Barrie, Ontario.
Did you get pretty good at it?
Buddy,
Like, did you start doing tricks and
I would
stuff?
just hide my face and the banana costume. I would always put this Ted suit on because it covered my face.
Yeah.
The banana costume, it's a banana with the cutout. Your face is. I cannot believe it. My dad literally would take photos. Would come into the parking lot when I wasn't before.
We need a photo of
Oh,
Chippy
it's
in a banana costume.
Unbelievable.
I'm messaging him. I'm gonna
It's
send him a message.
unbelievable.
Yo, send me the pic of the
That's
Yeah,
gotta be your new
parents let me do that in grade 10.
Profile
in
pic,
high
bud.
school.
Yeah,
My
profile
all
pic,
my
yeah.
buddies would drive by on Snapchat and take videos of me.
That,
Sounds like a great time,
all
honestly.
right. That's
It's a
gotta
great
be.
story.
I
It's a
always
great
wondered
story.
who gets the wave,
Unbelievable.
the sign waving jobs. That's crazy. A grade 10.
How did
with
you
a
land
banana
that
pic.
gig?
It was my first job, and
You
they
were
were like,
forced into it.
they
weren't
were
you?
like, oh, like you're gonna work, like there's gonna be some things that you're gonna do. You're gonna be like on the floor, like getting the costumes, like.
You're the
You're gonna help
front
set up-
line. You're the first line of defense.
Bro, I
here.
ended up quitting that job. I didn't quit for a while, but then I ended up getting a job at Snow Valley, the ski resort,
Yeah.
and I had to go in the middle of my shift. I have to go interview with the other one. My dad
with your
came in-
costume
My
on.
dad came and picked me up and said, "Oh, his grandma's sick. We gotta go. We gotta." It was really me going to interview at the other job.
That's great. And you got there
I
so.
couldn't quit before I got the other job though.
Sorry, I was late. I got
Yeah.
stuck in the banana costume. Get unzip it.
Unbelievable.
That's wild, man. And I think the most embarrassing one for me, I actually didn't mind it, but I was worked on the garbage truck, and you get really nasty. Like when you have to shovel the bottom
Oh, your
of
forearms.
the dumpster. Like you're going to the grocery store and you're grabbing all their expired food and all that stuff's rotting. There's maggots everywhere. It's like a
Yeah.
This is before they had the trucks that
Did you
just
do the-
pick it up.
you have to
oh
do
yeah,
the leaf-
no they had those
The
trucks.
leaf bags? Did you have to do the leaf bags?
Leaf bags were fine.
My buddy did it and said it was like the bags were like
Oh, sometimes they get heavy. It's right
so
on.
heavy, and there's like 30 of them outside Buddy's house, and they're all like, and he said it was just like
So
crazy.
it wasn't that bad. I didn't mind it because it's a good workout. You're just grabbing bags and hucking
it's a
them
good
in the
workout.
back of the truck all day long. I smell like absolute
Manly.
like a truck stop bathroom is what you smell like. Your hands, like, you got the work gloves and you're grabbing these. Everything's rotten that you're
It's good
throwing
for
in.
you, man.
It's
It's
sitting in
good
the
for you.
sun
It's
for
great for
hours,
you.
right? And then at the end of the day, your hands just smell like garbage juice. You can't wash that off, right? So that's nasty. Good workout though. I actually worked with Basil McRae's son, or
Basil McRae.
his kid.
Here's Basil
dude,
McRae again. Does this
I-
guy exist?
No.
I swear this guy, it can't be real.
No, it's
gotta
true.
be
That
a dream
can't
or
be
something.
real.
It actually, I think it might have been his brother,
Basil McRae.
his brother's son. But he was
You
like,
mean basil, like the leaf,
Nah,
and you're
basil.
just
It's
imagining
basil.
it?
It's
Shout out to
Bass.
him. I actually don't know who this guy is.
So it was his either his son or his nephew when he was like 14 years old, and he was a great hockey player. His grandpa was
He's
telling
probably
me,
a great guy.
dude, he went on to play for Team USA, World Juniors.
This guy,
Did.
this guy's got to get on the podcast. We got to get Basil
Confirm
McRae on
these
the
stories.
podcast.
No, it was his nephew though. So I was throwing garbage with
Oh.
him, chatting about hockey and this and that. He was a few years younger than me.
Oh my
And then a few years later, I'm watching the World Juniors, Team Canada. I see McRae out there on Team USA.
McRae.
Ah, damn it!
Is that
Don't
the
score.
guy from Austin?
should've chucked him.
Is that the kid McRae?
yeah, maybe it's him.
McRae.
Anyways, the worst part is I had just like shoveled all this nasty stuff out of a dumpster. I'm covered in garbage juice, and you hang on the back of the truck when
It's kind of fun.
I'm cruising.
Like
I'm
the
hanging on
typical
handle.
garbage man. You
Yeah,
know,
I
you
got-
see him hanging off the back.
I
Yeah.
got my nasty mucking boots on. I'm covered in garbage juice. I got
Did they
these
give
old
you
dirty
boots and
shorts.
stuff, or
Oh,
did
no, it was like, dude, I worked in Beaverton.
So
the
what,
guy
you
didn't give
saw
a-
your crush or something? What was embarrassing?
That's exactly it.
No way.
Pull, pull up to a light.
Come
right?
on.
Pull up to a light. Truck stops. Another car stops behind. I'm hanging on the back. I look. It's like this cute girl from school.
There's Sammy.
Right? She's
boy.
yeah, there's cute girl from school that like she's sort of been crushing on me, and I'm sitting there, I'm just like, what's up?
Oh my!
It's just-
You're just hanging off
She
the
just-
back of the
She
truck.
just kind of like puts her head down like this.
Did she plug her
Oh,
nose?
Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
Yeah.
I just kind of gave her like, hey, how's it going? And she's just laughing.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Was she with any friends, or was it just her?
It's just her mom was driving. She's-
Oh my!
The tip. What were they in a convertible? This is how I'm picturing it. You know,
No,
like
no.
the girl from school pulls up in a convertible with
I
all her
just
friends.
absolutely rakes.
That's hilarious.
No, I'm just kind of flexing. Oh, watch me send it through. Pull the crank like this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was the most embarrassing job. But you know, I'm not proud. I don't care. It's just like
No, yeah, I don't care. There's no job below me. I always say that. There's no job below me. So
it was actually pretty fun just working with these guys. That
I bet you it was.
it was a mixed
Couple
group,
beauties.
A mixed bag of people working on the
Mixed
back
bag
of
of
the dump truck.
beauties.
They told me some stories, that's for sure. Learned some life lessons.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, so you're back to the blue collar crew, waking up before 8 a.m.
So waking
some
up
water
at
in
8
you?
a.m. and then
Workout.
yeah, I've been waking up and I do a little get the journal out a little bit.
Nice.
Just to like really got to wake up and have a routine here, and then I'm throwing on a little bit of like morning meditation on YouTube,
Mm.
like really just trying to. Well, just to me, I just wake up and I'm just like, oh, so early. I'm so tired.
Huh?
I need something to like kind of like slowly wake me up, you know, like
Right.
something that's gonna like
Hmm.
rise me.
You don't jump in the cold plunge like Jeremy.
No, I'm not doing that. I
Cannonball.
like to slowly wake up. I like to go down, grab a little water, get some water into the system.
Mm-hmm. Water right in the morning.
And then I've been opening up the book. I've been reading a couple pages
That's great.
Which book?
before I look at the phone. It's not looking at the phone for the first like
Yeah.
3 hours of the day.
Yeah.
That'd be weird. Instead of, hey, you got your phone on you? No, I just have my book. Yeah.
I got my little book, man. I got my little. What was I was
You just pull out
Marcus
your book anytime you're
Aurelius. I
bored.
was reading Marcus Aurelius
Meditations?
Meditations this morning.
Good one.
And then
That's,
immediately get up
Classic.
9 a.m. gym session with the trainer. So
Abe, why don't they have pocket books? You know, like you're waiting in line
you're
at
gonna
the
say something
grocery
else.
store. You're,
pocket what?
you're in the line at the grocery store. Everyone pulls out their phone when they're bored waiting. You just pull out a little book, read a page.
Pocketbook.
A little,
Put a little pocketbook.
Let's normalize the pocketbook. That could be $1 million invention right there.
You could just have. 'Cause I think the print might be too small. You kind of lose your place,
A little pocketbook.
especially.
Big writing, and you get multiple books, like multiple physical books for one actual book.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah.
That's
So you just-
amazing.
Just carry a satchel with you, like a little cross.
Yeah.
Cross satchel, and then you
Pull it
just
out,
flip it
read.
open. It has to be leather. You just flip it open and pull out your book, and then start reading. I feel that's like a Zach Galifianakis type of thing.
Yeah. Or like a prank. It'd just be a prank. That's what I would picture. Like everyone's like on their phone, and you're in the club. Everyone's got their phone out. You pull out your
Oh my
book and
gosh.
start reading.
Is this guy reading a book in the middle of the club?
What could you?
Yeah.
That isn't that
Is this guy
exactly
read-
what
is
it's
this
like
guy-
though.
Is this guy reading The Power of Now in the middle of the club?
Yeah.
Could you imagine though, like you're in a friend group, everyone's sitting around or standing around, and you're all chatting, and then you're just a little bored of the conversation.
Well, that's
So
what
you
everyone
open
does.
up, you open
That's
up
what
a book
everyone
and start
does.
reading it.
What's more
Right?
offensive if someone
Yeah.
starts reading in front of you or starts going on their phone in front of you?
Exactly.
literally
It
the
would be the
same
same thing. No one would ever think of ever doing that pre-cell phone. And now, yeah, imagine it's like, you're just not part of this conversation. All right, you just pull out a book. Yo,
Pull out
Jeremy,
your newspaper, just start reading.
Where
it.
was I?
Jeremy, what are you doing? Oh, just getting a quick. Sorry.
Just
and
catching
you
up,
fold
yeah.
you fold it up and put it away.
Unbelievable.
Back in the conversation. 5 minutes later, out again.
That's funny.
Yeah.
when people like look at you, just close it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they look back, open it again, start again.
It's
I'm gonna try
unbelievable.
it,
It's
yeah.
unbelievable. Where we're at in 2024. It's unbelievable.
This episode is brought to you by Muskoka Brewery. Tread lightly, one of the best light beers you can get, crafted in the heart of Muskoka.
I always have Tread Lightly and Hazed and Confused in the fridge. You know, either I'm going to be having it when the boys come over, right? I always got it on supply. I spare no expense. And actually, something that they just did, Muskoka Brewery,
Mm-hmm.
so this used to be a premium beer. You pay,
It still is,
it's-
arguably.
it's still a premium beer, but without the same premium price.
Ooh.
Yes. So they've dropped the price on the 24 pack.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you want to have a better tasting beer, you know, you grab the Tread Lightly
And support local.
and support local. So if you want the light lager and you're usually reaching for the other guys, grab the Tread Lightly. Trust me, it's a tasty beer.
And it's available in a new extra tall can.
Oh, they got the big boys.
They got every size you could ask for.
Yeah.
Go grab them from the local LCBO, beer store, grocery stores, or from Muskoka Brewery online.
Or go straight to the brewery if you're in the Muskoka area.
Yeah,
right?
there you go. That's even
Swing
better.
by, make a day of it. Grab yourself a case.
All right. Big thanks to Muskoka Brewery for sponsoring the pod. Let's get back to the episode.
You know, what's normal, what's not normal anymore. Like, it just is. It just is. It's a weird time.
Before we get any
Jerry,
further,
get off your phone.
Sorry.
I know. Where are we going with this?
Jeremy hosted a party
oh,
on the
yeah,
weekend.
that I didn't get invited to.
I thought you were in the group chat.
I didn't get
I'm
invited.
sorry.
Jerry was like, "Oh, were you not in the group chat? What group chat, Jerry?"
I thought I put it out to the
It's
hockey
all
team.
good. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's the issue.
It was from the pond hockey tournament, that one?
Well, no, I just looked up a random hockey player's name that's on our team,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw a list of 10 people. Oh, that's the group chat, but it's probably a pre-Chippy team chat that popped up.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
I didn't double check.
It's all
the
good.
contacts and-
There was
Me all the time.
Yeah.
So.
some good
Or
food.
was it
No one
bouncy
ever wants
castle?
to invite me over and
Yeah,
stuff.
Chippy, you could have won on the bouncy castle and the
Slip
slip
and
and slide.
Yeah.
Water balloon fight.
Would have had fun.
Damn it.
But
Would've
the
been
best
fun
part
if I
was
got
the
text.
brisket. Best part was the brisket.
And
It
and honestly, I wasn't doing anything this weekend. I was a loner this
It was
weekend.
Sunday. It was on
He was
Sunday.
waking up at 8 a.m. and doing his
I
morning
literally
routine.
had nothing to do.
We need to communicate more. It's a problem.
Well, yeah, I guess.
It was pretty last minute. I did just all of a sudden decide.
Who all was there?
Oh, everybody except for you.
Name a few guys.
No, Michael Clance came out.
Was Tay there?
Tay was not. He was at a child's birthday party. He was working his clown job.
So the two beauties
Making
right
balloon
there,
animals.
The two beauties
Yeah.
right there. Then.
Steve and Tay couldn't make it. Yeah, Tay was making balloon animals at the birthday party.
Never mind. I didn't want to be there then.
Yeah, exactly.
Joking.
Hayden
Until you
dropped
saw
in.
this brisket.
Hayden was there.
Hayden
Right?
came. Invited
I've been dreaming about it. It's really good.
invited some families from the neighborhood. They brought the kids over. It was fun. Yep. It's
Oh,
kinda-
okay.
I got pegged with a water balloon as soon as I got here.
yeah.
That was
Getting
fun.
less and less
Fun, Tony.
entertaining sounding.
We'll do an adults only one, eh? Just the boys.
Just the boys. I need to get in that sauna and rip rip a cold bath right after.
Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, that would be incredible. So that was the plan. The invite I sent out was basically just to the hockey team, be like, hey, anyone want to come over for some meat, drink some beers, sauna, cold plunge, right?
Yep.
And then a few of the guys are like, oh, I can't.
I think I'm gonna sauna cold plunge today.
right immediately
Allowed
after this.
to?
Yeah, why not?
Let's rip a sauna.
And then men's league hockey.
And then are we gonna film a skit or something? You just gotta film something.
Oh, fair.
Let's film something.
Make it okay. We can do that. Anyway, so that was the original plan. Get a few of the guys over, and all of us just gorge on this brisket,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Did you have any leftovers?
No, okay. Well, so that's the problem.
Ah.
Then Sammy's like, "Well, why don't you invite Scott? Like he's our neighbor, right? Oh, okay, I'll invite
Well,
Scott.
because Scott is
Well,
gonna eat all the brisket.
Nah. Well, if you invite Scott, you invite Dom and invite Paul and invite. Well, okay, so now I invite the
People
whole
actually
neighborhood.
do people show up to these things?
Yeah, when there's brisket.
Yeah.
You don't make friends with
No,
salad.
just, like if it's last minute, are people gonna show up? I don't know. We're in 2024.
It was a Sunday night.
Are you
though,
gonna
so-
show if someone knocks on your door and hey, you want to come over tonight? I guess most people aren't doing anything.
Well, the
I
thing
think that's
is,
no one does that anymore. No one really is going and knocking on the neighbor's door and inviting them to the backyard.
oh, well, and that's what I love
am I
about it.
crazy?
So I'm just
So that's amazing. I think it's amazing that you did that.
I
But
send the
I'm just
message
saying,
out
that's
to everyone. All right, open invite. Who wants to have some brisket
Was
tonight?
there enough brisket? Was this a sponsored event by a meat company?
It was not. Well, so originally I thought it was just gonna be the boys, so I cut it in half, and I had just 6 pounds of brisket instead of it's actually more than half. I think I had 18 pounds there that I could have cooked up. I was like, I'll just do 6 because it's just gonna be the guys. We're
Yeah,
gonna
I don't want
have some
to
beers, and then Sammy
You
starts.
gotta keep it within the family too. I
Yeah.
don't want to feed too many guys
I
outside.
don't
the
want to feed the
family.
whole neighbor and all their kids. Anyways, then Sammy invites the whole neighborhood. And I was like, okay, we'll tell everyone to bring a side then. So
Oh, yeah, there we go.
We make it a potluck, right? And then some people brought some wings. We brought some sausages. Had the brisket, It was a feast. I got that massive grill.
The guy that shows up doesn't bring anything to the potluck. That would be a funny.
I was almost that guy because
Oh, Hayden didn't bring anything to the potluck.
Oh, he brought some chips.
I brought some
Okay,
chips,
Okay, you gotta bring something.
which got devoured.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Because it was before any of the food was ready.
Yeah, I dumped it in a bowl. Gone.
Yeah. But
Gone.
Yeah, that's a good one. Chips are good. You don't want me bringing the meats.
But I got
You
there
don't
and
want
there
me
was,
bringing
like-
the meats, eh?
there was like 7 kids running around throwing water balloons, and I thought it was just going to be us and a few of the boys. Because in the group chat, only 2 people confirmed.
Exactly.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. I'll just
it
come
was
have
supposed
some
to be an intimate evening with the boys.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, we'll invite Scott. Well, then you got to invite Dom. Well, might as well invite, right? And can they bring their kids? Okay, sure, they can bring their kids, right?
No
and
kids.
it ended up
No kids.
and being
It's allowed.
So I will do another one, just the boys.
Just the boys.
Yeah.
And I won't even
And
tell
Chippy
Sam.
will
Maybe
be in
we'll
the
invite. Maybe
invite
we'll
there.
invite a listener.
My 1 million subscriber will get invited to the cookout.
My first subscriber.
And they're from Australia.
Speaking of which, I got a FaceTime call in the morning, and it was Jim Vitale, my buddy from Vital Hockey Skills. I used to go to his camp every summer and work 4 hours on ice each day,
Yeah.
and then do off ice training, all this stuff, all summer long, basically. And I made a few YouTube videos with him and put it out there. He gets on the FaceTime. He's like, Jer, this kid, he flew all the way from Switzerland to come to my hockey camp. He thought you were going to be here.
Oh my!
I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, can you say hi? He's on the ice.
Yeah.
He's running a
He thought,
drill.
where's Jeremy?
Yeah, he's running a drill. He's like, I'm going to give the phone to you. So this kid's in the middle of a drill. He's doing like this single leg
way.
edge work stuff. And Jim gives him the phone. He's like, hi, Coach Jimmy. I watch every single one of your videos every single day. I'm like, oh, bro. He's like, are you coming? I was like,
I didn't know you,
I was like,
you were there.
I checked my schedule. I was like, I'll come tomorrow. I'll come down. It's in Vaughan, so I'm gonna make the trip tomorrow.
Oh my
Just-
gosh.
Oh, that's a good. Are you gonna film it?
Maybe, yeah. I mean, should I?
Good video. I mean, that's a concept video.
I'll chuck something. Yeah,
I'm
okay.
surprised a fan from Switzerland. That's there you go,
He
buddy.
flew all the way from Switzerland
To see me,
to see me.
and I surprised him at those local.
Surprising a fan. I'll say that I'm just gonna be like, yo, you got any like contacts in Switzerland? I wouldn't mind going there for a month, eh?
This kid on here.
No, that's better. I flew all the way to Switzerland to surprise a fan because Switzerland's nice.
Yeah.
Switzerland's nice.
Switzerland's on my bucket list.
I gotta find a way to make that a business write-off, eh?
Yeah. Let's go snowboarding too.
Anything for you guys is a business write-off if you bring your phone, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're 100%.
And you guys are saying you're blue collar.
Kind of.
No, you know what?
I was mulching in the garden the other day with my dad.
I was picking rocks in the fields at age 10. I heard blisters on the hands, middle of
Played
August.
too many golf rounds last week. My back's sore.
I was throwing
Blue
hay.
collar.
I was throwing hay, picking rocks.
I wore a
mucking
blue
stuff.
collared shirt golfing.
Hey, have you ever worked a blue collar job though? Let's
I've-
I want to test you now.
I've done some
Framed?
yard maintenance.
Oh, doesn't
and
count.
I've
doesn't
I've done
count,
some
doesn't
like grunt
count.
work, like labor work for a construction company.
Got a blister
all
and
summer
quit.
long.
Yeah, yeah, from family friends. Like they do custom homes, so I do like all the grunt work. Did that. I worked like in the corn stand. I did hay bales. I did
There you go.
lots of stuff.
When I was 6, I was driving the tractor.
I was flipping my ATV when I was 5. Dad got me he wanted me a dirt bike. He wanted to get me a 4-wheeler, and I flipped the thing onto its side.
I worked at a
Nice.
marina,
Yeah.
and all I did was cut grass.
At
Most of
the
it-
marina.
I know. I'm like, you even have grass? And they're like, yeah, you got to do all this. And then I clean the docks too. And I basically my whole job was like clean the bathroom, clean the dock, and cut the grass.
I think my dad just had kids to make us workers on the farm.
That's how it
Because
used to be.
Well, that's why my grandpa had like
Need some extra hands around here.
exactly my grandpa. He's Dutch. 10 kids, right?
Yeah.
He's got them all out there working the farm, driving tractors.
And
like-
by the time the
pulling
10th
weeds.
one is old enough to do work, he can retire and not
yeah,
do anything.
exactly. So yeah, when I was like 6, my dad had me hucking corn. So every stalk has like 2 ears. You rip them off, chuck them in the thing, and you
Doing
drive
corn, eh? You get the manure. Did you ever have to do the manure stuff?
shoveling manure.
Just like having manure in the presence of your house.
Oh yeah, you spread it on the
Did it
field.
just stink?
Yeah, it smells nice.
I had a friend,
bad.
like, yeah, if you grow up in it, you like it. It's like smells like home.
Oh, stop.
We would always say, "Oh, it smells
Yeah,
like."
whoa! I don't think I'll ever like it.
No, I had a friend who literally grew up on a cow farm, and like we drive and there's a smell of manure, and he's like, oh yeah.
My gosh,
Come
the
on.
the kid who comes to school and he works on a cattle farm. And he always just has that manure smell to him, no matter what. It's because he's up at 5:30 milking the cows.
Yeah.
Right, and he's got to muck the stalls before he goes to
You
school.
would get used to it. but-
And yeah, his name was Brett.
Mm.
His name was Brett.
It's always a
that.
basic name.
Anyways, so my dad had me picking corn, but I was too slow. Right, so he's like, "All right, Jeremy." He's like, "You sit on the tractor." I'm like, 6.
Finally, Dad.
So I'm on the
Waiting to
tractor.
get on the tractor my whole life.
He gets the clutch, puts the gas up. He's like, "Just keep it between these rows, and when it gets near the end, he's like, I'll hop on and I'll get it back down," because I couldn't actually like drive it, but I could at least keep it going straight.
Yeah,
So that's my only job. Make sure it goes straight. And once it starts, sometimes I get distracted, start veering off,
You're
and,
like,
and now I'm running over all the corn.
Oh,
Jeremy, oh, sorry, Dad. Right, and I straighten it up a little, and I'm kind of zigzagging.
thinking about something else.
The thing would, well, it would start to drift. It would start to drift a little, right? Anyways, we get to the end, and my dad would run up, and he'd push me like, okay, I'm gonna grab it from here, and he'd steer it and turn it around and get it back going. Okay, and then yeah, so I was up in the morning driving the tractor.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is
That was
just
easy, light work.
the podcast to prove to everyone that we're extremely hardworking.
Yeah.
They don't make them like us anymore.
Well, they don't-
No,
no, built different.
Well,
Absolutely
different.
built different. Your
Um,
favorite podcasters are just built different. No podcaster has had the past we've had.
Just as we were talking here, were you guys done with that? I had
No,
some
no,
breaking-
I-
Yeah,
breaking
one
we're
last
news.
thing.
done, We're done.
It does. I would say it does feel good to have done hard labor, right? Like throwing hay and mucking stalls and picking rocks out of the field. Like it sucks when you're doing it. Eventually, you don't mind it, but then once you look back, you're like, you know what? I'm glad I did that. It builds character.
I
It
think
really
you should,
does.
like every you should kind of still be doing hard labor every not every.
I've actually
day,
thought
but,
about it.
Like it's good
Dude,
to like keep doing that.
I saw someone post on Facebook and they're like, I'm looking for someone to help stack hay. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go to this random farmer's place. They're like down the road, helping out in the community. Why not stack hay? Why not do it?
Get a video out of it too.
But then I
Bring
looked
the
and I was,
camera. Bring the camera. If you're gonna,
well,
if I'm stacking hay, the camera's out, making sure everyone knows I'm stacking hay.
here's the problem is that I've got a family now. And I looked,
Joke. It was a funny joke.
it was
Bring
good.
my
It was-
dad used to offer that, and he'd bring my brother and I with him to go help people.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that once the kids are a bit older and they can actually put in a decent like day's work.
Yeah.
I'm signing off for every farm, any farmer that needs work. I'm
Anytime
sending
you're
them that.
doing anything good for the community, make sure we got the video out. Influencers in 2024.
Yeah, exactly.
Anytime it's like
It's like,
anything
oh,
good.
Mason, I know you
Goodwill,
just moved
anytime
that,
at
but
Goodwill. Mace, go back. Put it back. Let me just go grab that.
let me get the camera first. I got it. You got to.
And you know what? Here,
Mace, you want me to go? Play some road hockey with you? Get the camera out.
and if you don't get it on camera, at least talk about it on the podcast. So I was working out, and this kid walks. No, I actually well,
That's funny.
I was working out, and there was a kid, and he comes into where I was working out, and I brought a box of Quench, and I put it in their fridge. I was like, "Here's a box of Quench. Like, hand these out to any kids that come in,
Did they
right?"
sell it or?
Well, they are going to supply it. It's this new gym in Aurelia, so they're going to start supplying the Quench there. But had them stacked in the fridge, and like this 12-year-old comes in with his dad. I was like, buddy, here, grab some Quench. I was like, it's on me, on the house, buddy. His eyes light up, right? And then Sammy was there, and she's like, oh, you should have recorded that. I was like, should do it again, so I can record. I was like, no, I'm just trying to have a sincere interaction.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. You know what I mean?
That's a skit, bro.
Okay.
And then you film it again, and the kid's like, and you're like, no, act more excited, like
Yeah.
you did the first time.
Yeah.
A better reaction.
I didn't like the lighting. Go over here.
That's funny.
And then I'm like, now give it back. That cost $3. I throw it back in the fridge.
All right, we got big news
Yeah,
for the summer here.
Woo!
I mean, it's not really that big, but it's for the summer. It's big. Maple Leafs re-sign Connor Dewar. Yay!
Doer. That's my guy.
He was actually pretty good.
Shout out to Doer.
He was pretty good.
He's a good fourth liner.
Yeah, they 1 year contract, 1.8 or 1.18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
1.8 seemed a little high.
Yeah, this is about 700 high.
1.18 is pretty good too.
I wanted to do a little exercise with you guys, or a little prediction here,
Jumping jacks,
Will be my
burpees.
second
what are you
workout of the
thinking?
day. This is
Eh?
gonna be my second workout of the day.
a mental workout. No, it's really simple, but I think it'd be fun to kind of see what you guys think. Who's going to be the top 5 leading scorers next year in the NHL?
Okay, I say one, then you say one.
Are we going
You say
just
one,
5
say-
amongst us?
Yeah, we'll do
'Cause-
5 amongst us.
Well,
You go, then I go.
are we taking number 1 right
Okay,
now?
let's do 10 then. Let's do 10.
All right. Okay, well,
In order. You gotta go in order.
We all go. So I'll let Jer start.
I want to say Nathan McKinnon first. I really want to, but I think the Oilers have stepped up, adding some pieces. So I'm going to say McDavid. It's got to be McDavid.
Yeah, I like that. I like
It's
that.
I think it's
a good group.
no-brainer, McDavid.
It's a good group
Yeah.
decision there.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that.
That should have been the only easy one. For he
I know, but McKinnon is just such a dog. He's so good and so fast.
just doesn't get quite as much assists as McDavid though. Like McDavid
Yeah.
Yeah.
is on another level.
But I mean, he was just behind Cooch this season. McDavid did have a bit of a slow start.
Yeah,
Then came roaring
they
back.
played very poorly to begin the season.
Yes.
And that won't happen this year. So it's McDavid with 180 points.
180. Jeez. Okay, so McDavid 1. Who are we going to?
I think
McKinnon?
I'll take-
McKinnon. We gotta
I'd
go
say McKinnon second.
McKinnon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, the Lightning, they lost Stammer, bro. I don't know, Cooch and Stammer. I don't know how many
yeah.
times they connected. I also was talking to some of the pros, on Tampa, and they said how nasty Braden Point was. They were he's
he's
so
ridiculous. Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah.
And there's just another little inside scoop with some of the pro talks that I've had that Point's underrated because he's not even underrated. He's won
I
3
know.
cups now.
Yeah, but I would
but,
say
like,
he
he's
doesn't
just-
get much appreciation. He doesn't get much highlight reel footage. You know what I mean?
He's nasty.
Yes,
Apparently.
he's very good.
So what do we got at number 3? Are we gonna say? Could it be as Jack Hughes?
I got to go Drysdale. Jack Hughes is on my radar for sure. I think he's
I wanted
top
to
10.
say Hughes. I wanted to put Hughes.
He might even be top 5 Hughes, but I think just by nature of playing with McDavid on the power play, Draisaitl is going to be up there for sure.
You're not
I
saying
wasn't.
Cooch. You're not saying
I
Cooch
wasn't impressed by the playoff performance from Draisaitl. I just.
nah.
Yeah, it is hard after.
I don't
that's
know. I could
recency
see him.
bias,
I could see
though.
him taking a step back. I don't know
Mm.
why.
So who are you thinking then?
At number 3,
Yeah.
I think it
Oh, bless you.
me.
He's not thinking. He's
Sneezed.
sneezing.
I sneezed there.
I don't think just blow.
It could be it's got to be Cooch. You got to say Cooch. The
Yeah.
leading, he dominated.
Yeah, he's
you have to 100 assists.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
That's
on,
pretty
he's
good.
leading back he
Yeah.
leading goal point scorer this year.
And then Bedard, of course.
And that's that's gonna be an interesting one. Because Bedard could just take it to another level next year. He's got his first year under the belt. He has a crazy offseason.
Oh, in the summer, now that he sees what the NHL is,
You know what I
he
mean?
is not gonna quit. He's gonna be relentless over the summer training.
I just wonder if it's got nothing to do with Bedard. It's just I don't see Chicago doing that much better. So it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get a lot of points if your team's only putting 2 goals a game at most.
he needs a real solid defenseman to just get.
They
pucks
got
up
someone,
to him.
didn't they?
Yeah, they added some.
Well, they got Bertuzzi
Yeah,
from the Leafs and
Taylor Hall.
Taylor Hall will be back. Yeah,
and they got Ilya Mikheyev, I think.
They got another piece. They added they had
I think it's a pretty big name.
wasn't it a pretty big name? Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. Even with all that, I don't think it moves the needle enough for Bedard to be
Did they
in
get
the top
Toffoli?
10 points.
Didn't they have another rookie? Didn't they? Who they draft this year? Who did they draft last year? They got
Draft last year was Bedard, wasn't it?
Yes.
Not? Yeah.
They got 2 guys, didn't they? There's another guy, but they've had a lot of first rounders.
Oh, Kurashev or
Kurashev?
Kurashev.
I don't know. I just read that's.
Oh,
like a name that
wasn't
I've
it
heard.
who was that guy from Carolina? Didn't they get what was his name?
Anyone who knows right now are just yelling at.
They got that guy from Carolina, didn't they? Natchez?
They might have.
No, because he hasn't.
They got Natchez.
Oh,
Look it up.
maybe.
Look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
I am.
I'm not good at typing
Roster.
with one hand. I need
Chicago,
a better keyboard.
Blackhawks roster. Andreas Athanasiou.
Anthony Seo, maybe
Oh,
that was.
they already had him. So
Yeah.
got Joey Anderson, Athanasiou, Bedard, Bertuzzi, Dickinson, Donato, and Foligno, Hall, Kurashev, Pat Maroon. They did get Ilya Mikheyev. You're right.
Well, I knew that.
And Tivu Teravainen.
Teravainen, that's that.
Ah.
And they got TJ Brody, Seth Jones,
Teravainen
But,
was the one I was
is
thinking.
that going to move
Kevin
the needle?
Korchinski.
Is that going to move the needle? though?
Teravainen, him, he just needs one guy on his line. It's your line.
But I'm talking top. We're talking top 10 in the league here. I don't know
Alec
if Bedard
Martinez.
this year.
I'm just saying it could, he
Yeah.
could just step
could take a
up
big
and
step, yeah.
dominate the league this year, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be surprised
Right.
if he put up
Oh,
Well, let's save it for a little later though. I don't think
Yeah,
he's in the discussion for top five.
Top five.
just got an email saying that they can squeeze me into that CCM party.
You're welcome for reminding you.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 we're going Cooch.
Maybe we'll trek down together.
Hey, Hayden,
Yeah.
you got to cross your fingers that we can't find a babysitter,
Mm.
and then you get to go.
Wait, we can't find a babysitter? Oh, because then Sammy would stay home. I see.
No, imagine she's like, Hayden, can you look after the kids on?
While I go,
Right?
to.
And then you're like, nah, sorry, I'm busy. Okay, you're busy going to the party.
That's too good.
Okay, let's get
Okay,
back
so
to
we
this
got
play.
McDavid, McKinnon, Cooch. That makes sense because they're the top 3 like this past year. I think.
Sometimes someone just has like this crazy season, like Cooch. I guess he's always in the mix.
I think Jack Hughes is due for.
Why
a good
am
season.
I like thinking like Quinn Hughes?
Well, it's just because
Whoa.
he's a defenseman. It's tough.
Well, no, Cale McCarr and Quinn Hughes were 1 and 2 like early last season, and
Yeah.
then just natural things worked their way through, and
Yeah.
the guys ended up where they're supposed to all end up.
Yeah, like leading defensive scoring. Yeah, 100%. But not
I could see
overall.
him having like an Eric Carlson year. Where
So
it's like,
Jack Hughes just had a surgery, so he's
Yeah,
overcome
that's
the shoulder
why.
surgery, but that's why he was out. But he should be
well,
back.
that's why I would like not want to pick him at number 4.
Maybe.
I think
not.
he's due for a big season.
He is.
I'm gonna put him in like a little, like probably 2 or 3 spots down. That's where I'm picturing. But for number 4, who are we going number 4? What are you guys thinking?
Panarin like had a standout season, and New York is just like they got a great squad.
I think Marner. to be
Laugh
honest.
I was gonna say like a I was thinking like a Marner or like a Nylander.
Yeah, like I
oh
just
yeah,
think,
Nylander was 10th last year. He could bump it up, but
yeah, I just think Marner because that's just we've seen in the NHL that's what happens in the contract year.
oh,
put up
that's a
big
good
numbers.
point. That's a good
And
point.
like he's gonna want to perform because then he's gonna be like, yeah, now you got to sign me, or like
Yeah.
or he can demand more in a trade. Yeah.
And
So-
what's an underlying there too?
And Chippy gave him the Chippy
Yeah,
good luck blessing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So top 5 this season, it was Cooch with 144, McKinnon with 140, McDavid at 132.
And McDavid had a slow start.
He did very
Yeah.
slow, and he missed like 6 games,
Yeah.
so he was 6 games behind. And
So I'm pretty confident with our top 3 right now.
Okay, I think we have to say Draisaitl
Draisaitl had
number 4?
106.
if he's gonna be playing with like McDavid.
So that's what I was thinking.
Oh, yeah, let me go down the list. Number 5 was Pasternak,
Yeah.
Oh,
and
Pasta.
then Matthews with 107, half them goals, and then Draisaitl
More than half.
Over half,
Yeah.
70 rips, buddy.
69
so
or something.
funny.
Yeah.
What? Oh my gosh, like 75% of them are goals.
Yeah.
His assists were just rebounds off the pad, nice shot.
Dang it, I missed.
So who do we like off this list? Kind of like 8.
I think Chippy's on the point with Draisaitl, and then I think we go like past Matthews or Marner. That's like where I'm at.
Yeah, Marner
For
only got
5.
85 when Nylander had a hundy.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
98.
Marner's due. Like Marner's due for sure.
I think Nylander's just better.
Oh, I
At least I show.
okay. I'm not saying for 4, but Draisaitl is a lock for 4 in my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, lock.
yeah, because both those guys had a slow start.
Yeah.
Their
Yeah.
team just wasn't doing well. So
Yeah.
and they did.
Yeah.
I would say it could even be McDavid, Draisaitl 1-2 or something crazy like that. But let's throw Draisaitl 4th, sure.
Yeah. And then for 5th,
You gotta go Pappy, no?
Ah,
Or do you take?
I just feel like after a 70-goal season, I think you could take a step back.
Yeah.
Like he did. He won
Yeah.
it, and then he took a step back, and then he won it again.
What about Panarin? Is he just getting better?
I fully believe in that.
I would take
Panarin.
Pasta over Panarin for the 5th spot, but I don't know.
Yeah, like his.
Why do I feel like it's gonna be like someone like a JT Miller did?
Yeah,
last year?
someone
Why
just
do I feel
has
like it's
this
gonna be
crazy-
like it could be like
Sam Reinhart.
Kaprizov, someone
Natchez
like that.
or like Svechnikov.
yeah,
Kaprizov was 11th with 96.
yeah,
Like
like
there's so many skill guys.
And Reinhart was tied for 12th with Fleet.
like that's out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't think he'll bump up.
who's a big move that you think
Rantanen.
could make in the top 10? Like anyone that moved to a new team, like Stammer. You think Stammer's gonna have
No,
a crazy?
no,
Imagine.
no. It's got to be like a young guy who's
No.
getting like increased minutes or something like that,
It could be like a Stankoven.
or Robertson.
Stank.
Oh.
What if Stank?
That'd be crazy.
He's so dirty.
Mm.
What about Wyatt Johnson? I mean, that'd be crazy to go top 5 though.
Yeah.
But he could have a big.
Well, like that's
oh.
where we're at, where it's like rookie could come in now. They're so skilled,
Yeah.
and like break a hundo. Like
in their second season or
yeah,
third
like
season,
second,
you know?
like
I'm trying to think of guys that have been in the league for 2 years now, and they've been kind of ramping up, and they're due for like a killer
Byfield.
season. Yeah,
Byfield.
Byfield.
Like
yeah.
Byfield, he's a big
Or
boy.
Tage Thompson had a bit of a
Ooh, yeah.
bit of a
You
slower
just
year.
need Buffalo to actually be in the conversation for longer and like play
Yeah.
games that matter a lot. And I feel like he'd be a
Yeah.
guy that you'd get a lot more attention.
He's the type of guy if he got traded, he could really
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, I hate to say, what about Crosby?
I mean, I think he just had a highlight. Can
I
he do it
know.
again? Can he do it again?
Dude, look at LeBron.
That's true.
LeBron, he's 40 years old. He's the first option
Different
still
sport.
on the U.S.
Different sport.
So Jason Robertson had 109 2 seasons ago, then 80 this season. Like he could.
Yeah,
Like Dallas is nasty.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what I'm saying. Stanky could be.
He just needs to find
Barzal?
chemistry. Oh, Barzell never has really had that standout year. He's always like he looks amazing, gets like 80 points.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he looks like he should be getting one.
He
point.
leads them in points, but it's spread out amongst so much guys.
What about Celebrini?
No.
Top. No, that's
Oh, just
tough.
wait. Come back to this pod. Come back to this pod. When he rips 100 points this year, he's so dirty.
He is pretty.
Jesper Bratt. Maybe.
What about like someone like Fantilli? Like, you know,
That's
like,
my guy. Fantilli's my guy.
like you think he can
he's
make
coming
top
off an
10?
injury. He got injured, right?
Yeah, or Lafreniere.
Lafreniere?
He really picked it up in the playoffs. Like he's been.
I don't know.
But I don't know if
top
he's gonna be
10.
like I don't think he's gonna be a 90-point player this year. Like,
Jesper Bratt might make top
I'm gonna
10.
say Quinn Hughes.
Yeah. Quinn, not Jack, eh?
Quinn Hughes, bro. This guy's so dirty.
Well, I mean, he was 15th with 92
92,
points.
that's
92.
I
What-
think
like-
Jack. I take Jack over Quinn for fifth.
I think Quinn's better.
I think he might be better, but in terms of points, I think Jack's just by nature.
For scoring
Everything's
opportunities,
through
you're going to
Quinn.
score
He plays
more
half
goals.
the game, like assists. Like I don't know, man.
Hmm.
I don't know.
All right, let's
I
go.
guess
Let's go.
Pappy. Let's go Pappy.
Matthews, then Jack, then Quinn. Is that what you're saying?
Matthews.
We're going top 5, yeah? So
It's
it's...
got to be.
We're doing 10 because we're combined. We're
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah.
I think we're at 5 though, are we?
Well, where Matthews is at 5, and then Jack would be 6
I think I'd rather take Marner over Jack
for the 6th
or
spot.
Nylander.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got
Nylander
McDavid,
was so
McKinnon,
dirty last year.
Cooch.
I just think that with his contract, he's not he doesn't he need to prove himself, you know.
Yeah.
Whereas Marner's
But
like
maybe he's even looser now. It's
We put Poppy at 5th,
You have to.
Okay.
yeah, Matthews is 5th.
and then probably Pasta. Because it's going to be a race for the Maurice Rocket Richard.
But
It's
like,
gonna
does
be Pasta
does
and-
Boston take a step?
I just
back?
worry about taking too many guys from the same division, you know, like like
But yeah, I think Pasternak has to take
What about
charge
Rantanen?
there.
What about Rantanen
Miko is definitely in the mix there.
playing with McKinnon?
mhm.
If McKinnon's leading, you got to take Rantanen's probably going to be
True,
up there.
true.
Yeah.
And he had 104 points last year.
Yeah, and I think how old is he? His production 92 points, 105, 104. He'll be another 100-point season for him. So yeah, let's put Miko there.
Yeah, it's got to be.
What about Marner?
I know, but
Or Willie?
Marner hasn't had 100 points yet. So
Yeah. Or Willie. Who
True.
gets more, Willie or Nylander? Or Willie or Mitch?
or
Maybe Mitch is too stressed. It's too much pressure.
are we going
Willie
with Hughes?
signed.
That's why I like Quinn Hughes' pick. He's getting 100 plus points this year. Quinn
I'll throw Hughes in
or
there.
Makar. I don't know. I think Quinn's getting 100 points this year.
I like Vancouver's team.
We don't have Panarin on the list yet.
I don't think
We gotta
I
throw-
don't think he's going to be top 10 this year, honestly.
No, you think he's going to have a little slow.
I think I just think of it from the
I just
perspective
I don't know what he's.
the
I don't
Rangers.
watch him enough.
I
know
don't
what
see
he's
the
good at.
Rangers
So
being as
crafty.
good as cuz they won the division. They won
Yeah, they overachieved, didn't they?
didn't they win the President's
for
Trophy?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that they take a step back from that. And even if they do better in the playoffs, regular season, I don't see Panarin top 10 scoring.
I'm going to have to.
Is Bedard in the top 10?
I don't know, we're running out of spots here.
Saying,
Yeah.
how many points did he have last year?
I think he's probably in the top 40.
I think we got to put Kaprizov there. He had 96 points in only 75 games.
Okay, why does he
and-
get injured though? Did he get injured?
I don't know.
I was going to put Kaprizov in the 10th spot.
Yeah, he's got to be up there. Let's see. Regular season.
Stressful.
He had 108.
All right, what slots are we
Points.
trying to fill here?
Dude, he had 108 3 seasons ago. Now he's got 96 and
He
75
only played
games.
67
Hey,
games.
In this game, he had 75.
How many slots we got left? 3? or 2.
Yeah, Kaprizov's in there.
We'll throw Kaprizov, but we don't know where.
Yeah. So how many?
9th, 10th. We've got McDavid first, McKinnon second, Cooch third, Draisaitl fourth, Poppy fifth, Rantanen sixth. We need a 7th place.
I don't think Rantanen's 6th. To be
No?
honest. No, I think I'd go
might
like
be higher.
Pasta. I'd go Pasta.
Mm.
Because Rantanen could get injured and then he's out for like 15 games. And
Pasta
Okay,
could get
Pasta,
injured.
right?
no, I'm just saying Rantanen's
Like, who's-
missed more games
Who's
historically.
Pasta playing with now? Like Marchand's another year older.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
It's all the more reason he needs to step up more and score more.
but like look at him in the playoffs. I don't know. I could see Pasta like not even getting
Mm.
like 80 points this year.
Well, I'm thinking other people other than Rantanen.
Like, I'd take Hughes over Pasta.
I think Colorado added some pieces. Like they added Casey Middlestat, and he's like pretty crafty.
Jack Hughes has to be in this list, guys.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
do.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'm saying Jack. Yeah, Jack over Rantanen. So Jack in the 6th spot for sure.
No
No
way.
way.
No,
Yeah.
right below him.
No,
Right
below him.
I'm putting Hughes below him.
Ugh.
Rantanen had 106.7 points last year.
Yeah.
And he's gonna play with McKinnon.
He's
Okay.
yeah.
And he's got McCarr. Like he's gonna be.
He is a specimen of a human being.
He's 6'8".
Yeah.
Massive.
And if McKinnon's doing well, Rannon's doing well too.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a dry settle situation.
I'm not that mad
Hughes-
about it.
Hughes is coming off of injury,
Yeah.
so I think he's going to finish below.
Okay.
Or Hughes could like lead. the
Are
league.
we putting
I
Willie
know.
in?
I'm thinking Marner
I-
over Willie. I'm gonna say it because I just
Okay,
think he's
okay.
got more to lose.
like
Like
it.
he's got more on the line.
Marner is like he's due for like 120 points.
Yeah, like everyone thinks he's a 100-point player. He hasn't done it yet. He should easily be a
Because
115
he was
guy.
dirty.
Yeah.
I
He's-
saw on the ice with him, like he's so dirty.
He's really skilled, but he's like a water bug. You know, he's just like
A perimeter player, but in the regular
That's what
season
regular
you can
seasons
get
is,
points.
bro. Regular
I
season,
know,
he's
I know.
feasting in the regular season.
Yeah.
And then Matthews is like, he's gonna be putting it like, was he playing with Matthews a lot? Like, why didn't he get as many assists like last year? Did he get hurt?
They mixed it up on the power play a little bit, and it wasn't funneling through Marner as much.
Yeah.
So Marner didn't get as many assists that way is all. But yeah, I think Marner in 7. And then 8th, what are we going? You think Quinn Hughes? You getting 2
Oh,
Hughes brothers or
I thought we
really-
put Hughes above Marner.
We did. We put Jack Hughes above
you
him.
guys did, I didn't, but I'm going to
Jack above.
I'm writing little notes here. Hayden disagrees, and then we look at it at the end of the year.
Yeah, there I like that.
But then it'd be completely like
Oh, there's going to be like 4 of these that are completely different for sure.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's just how it goes. And then Kaprizov, where are we throwing him?
That would be 9th, I think.
I think Kaprizov
I think
10th.
Kaprizov could be like ahead of Pappy.
You think?
96 points in 75 games last year.
I just look at Minnesota and I'm
If
like,
he plays a full season,
they're
That-
just the same they always are. They have it looks like so much upside, so much potential, and then they just finish middle of the pack.
and Austin's probably not getting 70 next year. You think he'll probably get like 62 or something?
yeah,
Just 62.
50 maybe. Like
Maybe only 50.
like you're coming off a 70-point performance. Like
70 goals is
he
crazy.
got so,
Maybe, like,
he
bump
got- he
Matthews
got
down
off
a couple
he got off to
slots.
such a hot start that like he had like 3 hat tricks in the first
like just swap
That
Matthews.
is true. Yeah, that is true.
It's like if you don't start like that, like
Yeah.
it's like
Give me a 10th place pick.
10th place. We already have Marner on there. Maybe like a
And-
Willie or
Like
yeah, like I could see like a
going off the board. Oh no, dude, we should put
Like a Makar
We
or
should put Philippe Forsberg.
mm,
They just added Stammer and who else did they pick up?
Marcia. So
Marshall. So Philippe Forsberg is gonna get like he's always underrated. 94 points last season. He was 12th. He was 12th last year.
yeah.
He could probably hit top.
Except
I-
Forsberg will still be on his own line. He probably won't play with them.
Oh, but power play minutes, man.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You get guys on the power play.
Uh,
Half of all the Oilers' points are power play.
Everything-
Forsberg is next.
everything's gonna go through Stammer. Like I don't know, they got stuff to figure out over there. No,
No?
I say he goes down just because now he's got Stammer coming in, and they're gonna try to like gel
It'll
for
s-
Stammer.
Yeah, it'll spread it out a little more. Yeah.
It's like and Marchessault's coming in. It's like how like, let's go back. Let's see.
Oh, he's always had shortened seasons.
Yeah, I can't
His first full season
can't trust him.
was 94 points in
Stay
82 games.
healthy.
I don't know. I think with some new talent on the squad, he's just
no,
going
no
to be
one's
producing.
thinking. No one's thinking that's top 10. No one is.
He's
Not when there's like let's look at the list of people who are not on.
I know it's tough. Like top 10 is hard to
Forsberg,
pick.
absolutely not.
I'm putting in there. He's my pick. He's my pick for 10th. But I will.
All right, let's each have our own pick.
Yeah,
for
let's
10.
Oh,
Yeah.
we all okay. So who's on the list? JT Miller was 9th.
Mhm.
We're all everyone's just looking right over him like he doesn't exist. We have all these guys already, basically.
I'm going Elias Pettersson.
Oh,
Look at this guy thinking he's just an absolute legend taking Pettersson out
So-
of nowhere.
So some guys that are not on the list: JT Miller.
Okay, I'll take Hughes.
Nine.
I'm taking Quinn Hughes then.
Okay.
Oh, you're going
We got
Quinn
2
Hughes.
Vancouver boys. All
Taking
right.
Quinn Hughes. I'm taking Quinn Hughes top 10 scorer.
I'm already locked in. I'm going Pettersson. I think he's due for a big year.
Some honorable mentions here that were not in the top 10. We got Kaprizov, who's already on the list. Sam Reinhart, Forsberg, who I grabbed. Crosby,
Braden Point.
Hughes, Braden Point,
Makar.
Cale Makar, Sebastian Aho, Elias Pettersson, Tkachuk, Robert Thomas with 86 points. Marner with only 85 only. Jesper Bratt with 83.
Okay. we
Stammer
get
had
it.
81 points last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tampa didn't play very good last year. But yeah, so Jerry, you're going Forsberg. Chippy, you're going Quinn Hughes, and I'm going Elias Pettersson for
Part
our
of me
10th
wants
spot.
to take Makar.
And are we missing? Oh yeah, no. Are we missing anyone that got injured? Like that they'll come back and just crush, or they only maybe they only played 60 games but still had like 90.
I mean, Landeskog's coming back, but I don't think he's putting up that much. You know, like he's slowing down.
Like Bedard. Like,
Yeah, Bedard missed some time, right?
if
Like
he
with
plays a
his-
full season, I think he
his
could get
jaw.
up there. Like, 80
I'd say maybe
plus.
like next, not this season, but the season after.
Yeah. All right, go over the list.
Alrighty then. Number 1, McDavid. 2.
What Chippy says maybe Bedard.
Oh, lead it off with the for the social clip.
Oh right.
Top 10 leading scorers picked by us
Okay. And what was your pick, Pedersen?
for the 10th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's have some like voice like tonation too.
Oh, let me make it interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody.
No, yeah, we're all overtaking it.
What was that?
Voice inclination, Hayden.
Okay.
Or maybe I can just talk in a nice, smooth, deep, rumbly voice like this and get the guys fired up
Jared is procrastinating.
in their Ford F-150.
All right, Jerry, let's do it.
On your...
Go down the list. Let's do it.
We are predicting the top 10 point getters in the NHL next season.
Leading scorers.
Hayden.
Way to ruin the clip. Number 1.
No, ready?
Ah.
You go.
We are predicting the top 10 point scorers. Is that it? The leading scorers?
Oh, okay.
Is it the leading scorers?
It is leading scorers.
Oh, not
Hey,
the points.
I gotta do it. I think I gotta do it.
We're predicting the top 10 leading scorers in the NHL next season. Number 1, we got Nathan McKinnon. Number 2.
We had McDavid.
Oh, I got to do it again?
Oh my. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Don't go right into it. We gotta like
Okay. For the clip, the recount. Here we go. Predicting the top 10 leading scorers in the NHL next season. Who do we got number 1?
3, 2, 1. McDavid.
McKinnon.
It's McDavid. Number 1, we got
Yeah,
McDavid.
McDavid at number 1.
Number 2,
McKinnon.
Nathan McKinnon.
Gotta be McKinnon. Has to be. It has to be.
In the 3rd spot,
Third spot. What are we thinking? Cooch?
Kucherov.
Has to be the guy who led last year, and he could be a sleeper.
And we collectively agree that the Oilers are getting better next season. So we got McDavid number 1. We got Draisaitl in 4th place.
Yeah, you got to go Draisaitl. Just because
Yeah.
if McDavid's going to lead the pack, Draisaitl's going to be right there with.
And we can't discount the amount of work that McKinnon and Cooch put in. So they have to get that second
Yeah,
and 3rd spot.
I like
Draisaitl
that.
4th.
Right.
5th place, Leaf legend.
Pappy. It's gotta be Pappy. It's gotta be
Pappy.
Pappy.
Matthews.
70 goals last year. You got to assume he might get a couple extra assists this year.
He's going to start passing the puck around a little.
Yeah, and
Yeah?
he just dominates the game.
Yeah. He actually deserved to get more assists last season than he did. There was a lot of close calls
And
where
there
he
was
just didn't.
posts.
Yeah, posts and lots of chances.
6th place, we got Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah, Rantanen. He's just a big boy playing with McKinnon on the same team.
As long as he stays
Or-
healthy. I wasn't quite on board with this one, but I'm gonna let you guys go with it. I think
Yeah, I don't
that he
know.
could do it.
When has he not been healthy?
So
He's missed some time in the past
Has he?
like 4 or 5 years. Yeah, like
he
He's
tries too
amazing.
hard. He's too much of a beast. That's the thing. But
Yeah.
number 7, sneaking in.
This is a sleeper pick.
Off
too.
of an
This is a
injury.
sleeper
Off
pick.
of an injury, so it's a bit risky, but we're taking Jack Hughes.
I think he's due.
I think he's due for a big season.
Hayden disagrees with this pick. He thinks Hughes should be higher, above Rantanen.
I think he should be. Yeah.
Then we've got Mitch Marner.
I think Absolutely.
I would take Willie in this spot over Marner.
I don't know.
Under different circumstances, like maybe last year, not with
Because
recency bias, I would, just because Marner's due for a contract, that's why I'm
Yes,
going.
he's
Marner.
playing on a contract year, so we're penciling in an extra 15 points for him.
I think he's due for a 120-point season.
Okay.
And I was
Okay.
on the ice for them this summer training with him, so
And for me, Willie's just like
not forget about that.
he's the train, the little engine that could. He just keeps on choo-chooing
Yeah,
high.
Willie's just-
Every
yeah.
season he gets better, so I want Willie there, but we'll take Marner.
Yep.
9th spot, we got Kaprizov.
He's gross.
All underrated.
I don't
always
even
great.
like watch him, but I know he's gross.
Edge work
Like,
is
I just know
ridiculous.
he's gross. 96 points in 75 games last year.
And
He could
He has a
easily
full
get
season.
110,
yeah,
and that's going to be a top 10 spot all day.
as long as
all day
as
long.
long as their team gets better, Kaprizov is popping those higher.
Yeah.
The 10th spot, we could not come to an agreement.
Mm-hmm.
So my pick, because this team added some star power, I'm taking Philippe Forsberg.
Mm.
Had a great season, 94 points last season. They added Stammer and Marchessault.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to do better via the power play.
And our counter to that was that there's just more to spread around now because
You think he's going to get less hype time?
Marchessault.
Yeah, I think Stamkos is coming into the mix. Maybe he's number one option on that power play.
Yeah, but
Um,
but Philippe to Stammer and in, boom. There's
yeah,
a point.
or it could be
Right.
Marchessault to Stammering in. Like, who knows?
from
Yeah.
Or
Forsberg.
it could be from
Secondary
up,
assist.
It could be from up top of that defenseman there. Who's that defenseman on?
There's
Josie.
Yossi.
Roman
Yossi's
Josi.
going to be in the mix. He's going to steal some of those assists from.
nah.
Forsberg
There's
a
more
little bit.
scoring, more
Could be.
points to go
All right,
around.
so
Could
we
be, though.
agree to disagree. Chippy, who did you go with for your 10 spot?
Jared didn't write my pick down.
I put maybe Bedard. That's what you said. Maybe Bedard.
No, I said Hughes. I said Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
I said Quinn Hughes is top 10 scorer.
Two
this year.
Hughes top 10.
Ooh, a first defenseman.
I think he's
Only
I
defenseman
think he's
on the
getting
list.
107 points next year.
And also, for the Canucks fans out there, Hayden picked.
Elias Pettersson.
We'll go.
And
He's due. Like he. If you watch some of the stunts he pulls, like he's nasty.
He's a great
and
player.
he's finally starting to play a little bit more physical, which I like to see. Like you saw that a little bit in the playoffs. Like he's plays with an edge now, and I think that's going to serve him well for next season.
He should be getting like 120.
and I did say like
plays.
we do have to have Bedard as like
An honorable mention.
Okay.
just he could
He
easily
might just do it.
crack the top 10
Dark
if he
horse.
stays healthy.
Let us know who belongs on the list. Who do you think should be top 10? that
Will
we
be. Who do you think
neglected?
will be?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's going to be top 10 in the NHL next year? I want to know from you. From
Yeah.
you guys at
You
home.
specifically.
We want to know.
Comments.
And we're going to end the pod there because that's a
I think
good.
that was
Yeah, that's
great time.
That's a great way to end it. Thanks for
Hour
tuning in,
and one.
everyone.
We're going to end it there.
Stay tuned
Hey
Friday
guys,
for
we're
the
just going
Puck
to end
Daddy
it there.
show.
We're going to end it there because
Go get yourself some
we are-
French.
And some Muskoka Brewery.
It's in stores now.
Gonna change
Or just
the
buy online.
world
or
Get your credit card out.
with my hockey stick.
go
Gonna make a
Go in your
real
mom's purse.
difference.
Grab
Feed
a
the
20.
poor and heal.
don't do that, kids.